with this bad boy. If you don't like that, then you. I'm gonna go around, clean some sponge filters. Figure you might want to hang out with you guys a little bit on this Labor Day. Later, I gotta cook up some awesome cheeseburgers and fries and things like that. Gonna make some delicious vegetables. Well, let's get started on some of these tanks. Moved some fish yesterday. Put my big blood parrots in the 375. When you put that retouch option on, it makes you look like I'm wearing makeup. We got to start up here in this 20-gallon long. I know it's out of the ordinary for me to be going live on a Monday, but I'm off today due to the holiday. Gotta clean this screen a little bit. Camera rather. Oh, that's much better looking. Been moving the camera around a lot. Apologize for that, but we gotta do a little bit of work. Up here I noticed that my tiger parrot here, see him right there by that piece of driftwood, laid eggs on that driftwood, and Daddy is a convict, which the tiger parrot's already mixed with convicts anyway. So last time that she laid eggs, something ate them all, so I went ahead and moved those Cory cats. I feel were the culprits. I moved them to the 20-gallon next to it. It's a shrimp tank, and so it's just her and the convict. So I'll keep an eye on that because I'd like to have some more of those. So we'll see how it goes. Once they hatch, we'll see how it goes. Hey, there's Webbs coming in. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate that. $1.99 super chat. You the man, sir. You don't have to do all that, but I certainly appreciate you. I got to pull these sponge filters out up here. They're pretty nasty. And the ones in the cherry shrimp tank, clean them bad boys off a little bit. Hey, Jeff, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, that was a cool little video you and Foxy put together with the fish punk cards. Hey, Polly. Nah, just doing a quick vertical pop-up, doing a little sponge filter cleaning. This guy up here, my tiger parrot here, next to that driftwood, it's kind of hard to see. Laid more eggs on that piece of driftwood. The last time he did that, they got eaten. I think it might have been the Cory cats. What do you think? You think the Cory cats would eat the eggs? I feel like they would, but I took the three Cory cats out and put them over here in this shrimp tank. So I'm hoping to get some more of these tiger parrots. The daddy is a convict, which the tiger parrot's already mixed with convicts anyway, so. Yeah, oh, there's two of them. Okay, I didn't know that. I got to go to your channel and see the other one. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. I think you can. I have a lav mic on because I'm going to be, like I said, just cleaning some sponge filters. Got a lot of work done yesterday in here. Spent most of the day in the fish room getting caught up on things. But the last thing I really got to do is just clean out some sponge filters a little bit. Can't wait till I get my utility sink installed. It's going to make things so much easier. Not that the garden hose right outside the door is bad and it keeps the crap outside, but especially in the winter, I just absolutely have to have an inside utility tub because the water will get too cold, and sometimes you just want to go to the sink and clean it out instead of having to go outside and spray it with the hose. You always get splashed. Good, cool. Yeah, it won't be live too long. I know it's Labor Day. Everyone's going to be doing some things. I know I'm going to be cooking later. I got the day off. I don't know about you guys. Thanks again, Webbs, for that $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. I gotta dig in here. I have to get my little step ladder because I do have these 20-gallon longs up on top of a rack that I built. I moved my two big blood parrots in the 375 yesterday. They're loving life. I'll give you a shot of that. Polly says, me too, Jesse. I got some CPTs off Jeff's auction, so I did work to do. Yeah. Fish room work today. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me flop this camera around. There's one of them there. And when he's hanging out over there, they're just loving this big tank. I pulled them out. They were in this 125 for years, and you know, with things I got in this tank, they were just running out of room. Not that a 125 is small, but when you get too much stuff in them, they kind of get bogged down. That's where my big pleco was too. And he's over here too. And as you can see, they're just loving it. All kind of space. Experimenting with a second power head down here because we know the plecos, all these things you see is pleco poop. So I'm hoping I can adjust that power head. It's not on right now. I had it running yesterday to try to help get that poop up and into the filters. When I set this tank up, I use these two big massive sponge filters to help cycle it, as well as I put squeezed off probably almost every sponge filter I had in here to it insta-cycled it the same day. There's the pleco down there. He's getting big and girthy. Hey Wally, hey Wally, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in, eh? Don't pay attention to the Nightbot. They won't be redirecting to the Aquatic News Network. But I'm loving this tank, sure am. I had to put these weights on top of these feeding ports. This is really cool because the Oscar in here, I'm growing out. Where is he? Here. He's loving it too. You see these little black handles the guy that made my tank put on here so you can grab them and remove them? Well, the one day he was down here popping up, jumping out of the water, hitting them and knocking them up. But if you look up under, you can see why. What he sees is a black speck. It's hard to see on camera, but he thinks it's food. So he kept popping up and hitting the feeding port, and so I had to put weights on him to keep it down. That's what I need, because he's still small enough he could go right up through there. Webb says, have you ever used the Seachem ammonia alert? I have, Webbs. I had that for a little bit. They're said to last a year. I had them in 2 tanks. And, you know, it would work. I don't know. I'm assuming they do. I think Caveman Aquatics likes them a lot. It is a nice way to constantly be able to just have a quick visual, very efficient, which goes hand in hand with my channel. But to buy them, I can't remember. I think they were something like, they're kind of expensive. For me to buy one for each tank and they only last a year, that's really cost effective. So I really don't test my tanks too much anymore. I know they're well established and seasoned, but I have tried them out and I think they work. Hey June, good to see you. These big boys are certainly loving the space they got now. The next fish that I want to move into this tank is probably going to be the Jack Dempsey out of that crappy glass 75. He's just too pretty of a fish. You can't see him in there. It's got the old glass syndrome. I've talked about it before. It's just a garbage tank. I'll show you what I mean. I got it for free. I'm not playing it. It served me well. But this is it right here. And there's the Jack Dempsey. This algae you see on here, some of it will scrub off, but the glass is so old and it got hardened calcium on it. I've tried all the tricks before I set it up. It will not clean. The only way to fix it is to replace the glass at this point. I'm not going to do that. It's to the point where when algae gets on there, it's very hard to scrub off too. So what I think I'm going to do, I want to get this Dempsey in a 375. I'll keep this tank running to make sure that he's going to get along with everybody. And the only thing left in here is another common pleco. I got to figure out what to do with him. I'll just shut this one down. Excuse me. Or use it as like a, leave him in there and use it as like a pond or something. I don't know. Excuse me. But this tank is not doing this fish any justice. You cannot see his beauty. And this is basically turning into a South American tank. Yeah, exactly, June. It gets into all the tiny scratches, and I've tried all the tricks. Tara, you guys know my sister Tara. She's on my Saturday morning live stream. She's getting a tank. She's getting herself a 20-gallon long, and I'm sending her a big old package to get her fixed up. It's right here, almost ready to go. When she gets the tank, I'm going to throw in some plants, an established sponge filter, a sack of bio rings that she can just set in the tank. She can instantly cycle it, and I got all kinds of goodies in there to send her. She is a member of the channel too. And that bucket's filled up with stuff. Yes, Brant, and I got to send that bucket to her. These Crips, Scotty sent me. They're doing real good. Some of the leaves have fell off in the transition. I'm getting a little bit of this, and the fish aren't messing with it. So I'm hoping they bounce back. I did give them a little boost with the Easy Green. Got some jungle Val, got a big old sword in there. And I do the old DIY pendant lighting. I like to keep my lights up off my tanks when I can. About time she set up a tank. I agree, Jeff. I think joining the live stream every Saturday and talking to all you guys has inspired her to get back into it. Hey USA, good to see you, buddy. So yeah, this is just like a sponge filter cleaning day, and not a day. I won't be live too long. Got things to do. It's Labor Day. Got some cooking to do later, but just a little fish room update. All the things I talk about in the live streams, I can just walk around and show you. It's been a long time since I did a vertical live. Back here, I made some DIY shelving to store all my food on and some other things. I just need more storage. Once you get condensed down to a single stall garage, you got to make some storage. You run out of room when you got this many tanks. So I had the cinder blocks, I had the plywood. Boom, there it is. I had to make sure not to, I got to bring it down here. Hold on 1 second. I had to make sure not to block my generator plug. Yeah, that Home Depot bucket, you know what we're doing now? That's storing some chain in there. The chain I use to hang my pendant lighting. I'm going to give you guys a good look at how my pothos are doing too. When I built this rack, I made sure I left it overhang to create more little shelf there, more storage. Using the Aquafunk food there. They seem to like that food too. So that's another little thing I added in with some more storage in here. Now we're gonna check these pothos out. These things are growing really good. Like I say, I want to, this is like a green jungle when you walk down this highway. They're all going across. And just to keep this in perspective, I think it was a month ago, this potho was just reaching that hook, and that's where it stopped. And since then, it has dropped down clear to here. This one going up this chain was only about halfway up that chain. Now it's reaching the ceiling. Same with the one next to it there. This one here, when I was running it over, it only reached that hook, and now it's dropped down here. This one has reached clear over across these 275s over here. Same with this, growing like crazy. This one's starting to come across the ceiling over here. This one stopped there, and now it's grown down to here. I'm hoping I can get this one to come over and reach the 375. But these pothos are just growing amazingly well. This is what I like. I want to come in here and see just green vines everywhere. It's gonna look sweet. I was gonna make a video on this, but so every once in a while when I do test water, I do have a liquid test kit. I've been doing the Fritz one. Well, this is a light Night Crew sent me a while back that I don't use. I just turned it upside down on my cart. I made this back wall for it. I turn it upside down, I put the cards up, and it illuminates the vials so you can tell what color they are much easier, and just set it up there. That's been sitting there a while. I got to clean that out, but that's a little DIY quick water testing setup I did. Yep, just turn all the lights you have upside down and it illuminates it so you can really see what color it is on the chart. Let me know what you guys think of that little trick. This is that Higer hang on the back canister filter. It's been running good. Up until this point, it doesn't seem... What is going on with these Oscar fish? They're freaking out today. Calm yourselves. For God's sakes. Oh, like on edge today for some reason. But it hasn't been keeping prime, so I took it apart yesterday and cleaned it. I got to get it running again and see if that fixed it or not. Definitely a good use for extra light. Yeah, I think it's working out well. You can see that's just a perfect visual that that's still there. It lights it up. You can see. Just leave the cards up there. Works out pretty good. That's just my cart where I just do testing and other little things. Great little spot for doing product reviews as well. That's just storage. Those are my suction cups for tanks up there. Coffee grinder I use to grind up food. And just things I want to keep. That tote's full of heaters and power heads. I got rid of everything else. Extra lights, pumps. There's a streaming area I talk to you guys every Saturday morning on. See, June, I still have my FX things I made, my decals. Got the old Dyson. Got to clean the fish food off the floor. You don't want to bring in the spiders. Here's a tank you don't see very much. The 29 gallon. God dang it. Crap in the way. 29 gallon heavily planted. I call it the jungle aquarium. Just nano fish in here. Kind of hard to see with the reflection. I can't stand the reflection. I don't know how to fix that. I cut my boxes. I haven't hung them though. Cool, June. Yeah, I like that. It doesn't take much to cut them out. And I crossed them like skull bones or crossbones. Dude, this little pop-up live morning, Jesse. Everyone in chat. Happy Labor Day to you, Scotty. Yes, sir. Yeah, just a quick live. Doing all right. Going to do some sponge filter cleaning. Showing some things around the fish room I've done and haven't talked about. The Higer dual sponge filter is doing real good back there. I wish I could figure out how to take care of this reflection. I can go around and turn all these big lights off, but it doesn't help because you can see the reflection from the other tanks. And I haven't done a vertical live in a while, so wanted to do that. This is basically, this tank, this 125 is basically just turning into an angelfish tank. Some glowfish in there I rescued from the community. There are two black Ascara angels in here with red eyes. They're hard to see because there's one right here. He's hard to see because of the black background. And this does have the black diamond sandblasting sand in it as well. 75 gallon. I got some cleaning up to do in this tank. I grew these guys up from fry. One goldfish in here with them. They get along real good. 125 Mabuna tank. It's just so hard to show tanks because of all this reflection. Convicts. I moved some convicts out and put them in this empty 55. When I took the Oscar out, this tank was available. So I'm going to split and bring some more convicts over here. Hey, Peplin, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. And like I said, this tiger parrot here had laid eggs on that piece of driftwood. And I'd like to get some more of these. There's a convict in here. That's the daddy. And she is protecting them hardcore. The last time she laid eggs, they got eaten. I don't know if it was this guy here or the 3 Cory cats that were in here, but I took the Cory cats out and moved them over here to this 20-gallon long shrimp tank. You think the Cory cats will eat the shrimp? Guys, what do you think about that? How long do you think they'll do well in there? Are they going to tear some shrimp up if they can catch them? All this freaking duckweed and water sprite. I got to clean this tank out again. I've probably done that 4 times. It blocks all the light out. I'll tell you, the Cory cats do seem to be enjoying life better in this tank than they were in here. I think these convicts here and that parrot was bullying them a little bit. In here, they just get a shrimp on top of their head every once in a while. Cobalt sent me that probably 2 years ago when I did a video on some of their products. I contacted API. They weren't interested in doing sponsorships, but they still sent me a care package and this towel, which was awesome. Here's where I got my P-Tag and Jose plaques. My wife got this on Whatnot. It's a towel holder. I roll them up, stick them in there. Of course, that pothos. The pothos in this aquarium growing really slow. See this one here, I'm gonna have to tack that up. I still have my original Saline Aquatic sign I made. I have it lit up, changes colors. I made that out of foam. My mom sent me the sea turtle picture. It's kind of blocked by pothos right now. Up there is an old Phoenix LED light I bought back in 2016. It still works, but I'd unplug it to make room for other things. But these pothos are just doing amazing. Love it. With this Mbuna tank, I absolutely have to have at least multiple filtration. I'm using these AC-110s. If I don't, the FX6 just can't keep up with their load and their mess. This water gets yellow and nasty. If one of these filters stop working, you can tell a clear difference. So these guys just need, when you have this many, need a lot of filtration. My Golden Dojo Loach, you don't see him too often. He's still kicking. He's on borrowed time and he's still kicking. He's cool. And here is the bird room. She's still sleeping. She's probably awake because I'm talking. This is my little DIY screen door I made. It's just an interior door. I cut the top and bottom section out and put in wire mesh. I just slid it up through the bottom and screwed the wood back in at the bottom so it can't fall out. That way my heating and cooling unit can heat and cool this room. And I made another one there. Same thing, but I just cut the top out where it goes in the house because we got dogs and we can't have them try to get the bird. And the house heating and cooling helps heat and cool that bird room too. Worked out real well. Spare bed in there in case one of you guys want to come over and spend the night. I think June said something about that. But this is doing real good. Loving this tank for sure. No problems. I built one heck of a stand for this thing. Cinder blocks. And I did take like 2 or 3 layers out. When I had the glass 300 in here, it was real high. So I dropped it down because I forgot I bought 2x10s as boards when I had that glass 300, but now that I stood them up and built this box properly, I was able to take a layer or 2 of cinder blocks out, which dropped the tank in a more manageable working position and viewing, in my opinion. But this is one solid box. You can park your truck on this thing. I did have to notch them out like that in order to slide the canister filters in and out of it. Works out real well. And this is the glass cage foam mat. Self-leveling and all that. They do recommend using those for acrylic tanks. I figure the money I invested in this tank, I'm pulling out all the stops, and whether I need to or not. That is a solid box right there for that tank. It ain't going nowhere. That line is my water I use to do my fill-ups. Focus. Right there, and it goes, when I had him make this tank, I asked her to put some special holes. One for the canister filter holes, a couple extra because I'm doing the PVC that needs to go in the back. And as you can see, I got driftwood sticking up out of these 2 holes. Those are beautiful and help holding these underwater. If they weren't going through them holes, this driftwood would just be floating, because we all know how driftwood is, especially when you get bigger pieces like that. I just stuck them up through there. I think it looks cool and it helps hold them in place. I do have some heavy pieces of dragonstone on the bottom helping too. Pleco loves that driftwood. He's always on it. There's me Oscar I'm growing out. I need some more Oscars, guys. I want to definitely get some more Oscars for this tank, but I'd like some different ones. What's your suggestions? Need suggestions. I want to get some different fish. I'm probably going to wait until the Tropical Fish Company gets up and running. I want to get me a couple of Geophagus fennies for this tank. Fenni, however you say it. But I also want to get some more Oscars for this tank. I cannot bring my current big ones over there. We've talked about it. That one, the albino could come over, but that one has way too much attitude. I just think he'll just bully everybody. So I'd like to get some more Oscars. I would like to get some Severums, Geos. Make this one big South American tank. Going to bring the Jack Dempsey over. I don't know if you guys remember, we had like a blood parrot competition a while back. I can't believe I didn't win it. These blood parrots are amazing. I didn't win that. I can't believe it. There's my big old common Pleco. I believe he's a Snow King. He's a big boy. Look at the girth on that boy. Good morning to you, Peplin. He's just loving all this extra space now. Loving life. I heard you can't put two Plecos together. They get pretty aggressive and territorial, or I'd put that other one over here too. Plus that other one has more attitude than this one. He tries to go after fish. This one here keeps to himself for the most part. Actually, the blood parrots pick on him and push him and poke him. I don't know. I like my Plecos. When he gets on that back wall, he's just, you can really see his girth. I don't mean to shake the camera so much. Cyanobacteria. I don't understand why I have it. This thing hasn't even been running that long. My lights are way up high. They're on timers. There's plenty of flow in this aquarium. I can plug that one in to add more too. I got to get in there and suck that out. I hate cyanobacteria. I got to get ahead of it. If I let it go, it's just going to go rampant. I got to get in there. You guys seen that DIY tool I made for getting into the bottom of that big tank because it's hard to reach. Just a piece of PVC. Put a zip tie on the end of your python hose, shove it through. Can't go through the tube. Start this end here, and I just go around using that brute garbage can to do clean outs now. And that PVC pipe reaches down. I put a short out on it. Real nice and easy. My current setup, anytime I clean anything, I come out here. I drilled holes in the bottom of the door, one for the pump to drain, and the garden hose comes in, and it now comes up and hooks into my PVC system I created to bring water at each tank. Here, got one of those at each tank now. But this new one here, in preparation for my utility sink I'm getting installed, I did this when I built this fish room in the garage. Drilled a hole, got a python coming through, the hose goes in there. The utility sink will be right over there. Now, this hose runs behind all the tanks. You can see it going there. And it runs up. And once I get the utility sink installed, I'll be taking the garden hose off and plugging this into that. And then that utility sink will run the entire plumbing in this room. But with the utility sink, you get hot and cold water, so you can adjust the temperature. With the hose, it's just cold, which is fine in the summer, but in the winter, it can get pretty cold here. Last winter was pretty cold, 20 and below, and that's just going to be too cold water coming in these fish tanks. It's a mess out here, don't mind it. I'm going to show you my sign I made. But right here is where I do my maintenance. Neighbor's dogs. Put a four-way valve here, and I can, this one runs the water to the fish room. This is just a sprayer for cleaning filters and stuff. But this is where I do my maintenance out here. But check out my sign I made. This is the back of my garage. The Fish Cove, baby. I screwed magnets so it's magnetized to that door. The Fish Cove. So these are the holes I was telling you about. That's the pump, and this is all silicone and sealed so nothing can get in. This one I made for my generator plug in case the power goes out. I can run the plug through here. In here I have foam to seal off the wire the cable once you put it in there. And then my generator sits out here. I have a copper ground rod over there I hook up to. So I've had to do it a couple times, but this route I can keep the door closed so we're not getting bugs and fumes in here. Some of the gutters, I installed gutters last week. Took me a couple days. All around the house. There's the pool down there. Got the palm trees kicking, sunshade over it. I had to put a fake owl up here because I was getting woodpeckers coming on the fence and drilling holes through all my posts. And since I put that fake owl up, his head will move in the wind. You can see it going there. I have had no woodpeckers. It works. Just got done pressure washing too. I had to buy a new pressure washer. Cleaning the house, cleaning the concrete pads, things like that. Everything's going pretty good here in the fish room. Getting more fish in every day. Things are looking sweet. Did have an angelfish jump out of the back. Didn't notice it. He was crispy on the floor under this tank. So I did go ahead and install the back trim plate. This peace lily's doing okay. I got to get this dead one off. It's dying. There's another peace lily over here. Another peace lily over here. And then let's have a look at the Monstera plant that Branton sent me. Looking sweet. This was just a clipping he sent me. It had no roots. Boy, I don't want that poking my leaves. But look at the roots it's growing now. Look at all of them coming off that bad boy now. It's doing great. So I'm hoping that bad boy grows up. Although this leaf here seems to be wilting a little bit. I might have to readjust some things. We'll see. I used metal wire to help hang it up there and hold it up. So I got Monstera, peace lilies, pothos. I need to get some more terrestrial plants. We talked about that. Even this guy looks growing good. Chimco pump's running good. Got my backup hydro pump. It's all plumbed in case I need to fire it up. I already fed everybody this morning. That sponge filter ain't too bad. These two little ones up here is the ones I gotta get. They're pretty nasty. I might have to put my brighter light on this tank too. I got some duckweed to pull out of here, some water sprite to pull out of here. Although the shrimp absolutely love water sprite and duckweed. They hang upside down on it. Fish room. The fish fan door is looking sweet. Got all my stickers on there. June, if you're still in here. There's yours right here. We got Jeff Canes right here. Jose, mine. Pile up there, Branton, Hoggins, P-Tag, Beto charts. Every time you buy something from Aquarium Co-op, they send you stickers. So I got them on here. Just One More Fish, Jesse 2's right here. These are from Pile too. Mad Max said he was going to send me a sticker, but he hasn't yet. This is my original channel icon here. You guys remember that? All the Fish Room Punk cards are lined up here. I got all 5 series. Waiting for that second series. I got plenty of room for more. I'm going to go ready to wrap around that door. Up wherever they got to go. Got some golden ones down there. Golden. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. So yeah, just chilling today. Monday off. Back to work tomorrow. Kind of chilled out yesterday too. Been working hard for the last month or so around the house, doing some upgrades, doing some repair, getting things done. So I told the wife I want to take at least 2 days and chill and relax and not do any work outside of what you want to do or what you got to do. So I worked in here most of the day doing some things. Now I just got to clean some sponge filters and that's about it. I ain't got to do too much. Just got to go back to the dang work day tomorrow. What do you guys got planned for Labor Day? Jeff's going to be in the fish room. He's upside down on that terracotta pot. I wish you could get that black beard algae off. I tried scraping out with a utility blade and it still wouldn't go. Yeah, this is going to be my favorite tank for sure. Just sitting in front of it and watching it, especially when I get more fish in here and you get a little bit more life swimming around. I'm going to enjoy sitting here watching this big. If I got out of the hobby today, I'd get rid of everything but this 375. I'd probably keep all my 125s and just get rid of everything else. The 75s, the 20 longs, the 55s, the 29 gone. I might keep the nice 75 just to grow fish out and have quarantine. I'd probably keep the 275s too, just for a large quarantine tank for big fish. Most likely. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave this on this tank. I still have my mic on so I can talk to you when I see chat, but I'm gonna clean some filters. I can take you along with me doing that, but it's gonna be really shaky. So I'll be back. I'll be checking chat. See how the long view looks. I don't know if that looks as nice. We'll leave it like that, I suppose. I'll keep you off mute. What you guys making for Labor Day? I'm probably gonna grill up some cheeseburgers and fries and some delicious veggies. Damn yapping dogs over there. It's relaxing to watch these guys swim around. Get a little closer up. That Oscar took to them blood parrots as soon as I put them in there like friends, went after them trying to hang out with each other. He's happy to have somebody else in there with him, I think. Of course, when I brought the blood parrots over, I had to bring the terracotta pot with them. They love their terracotta pots. I want to get like a tracking camera on a turret. So it'll follow them. That'd be cool. These sponge filters here are nasty. Oh, you know what? I can't clean these ones yet. I'm gonna send one of these to Tara. I can clean one. The other one I have to leave be because I want it all gunky and nasty. Tara's gonna put that in her new tank. I'll clean this left one. This light ain't on very bright. These blue lights off. I hate blue light. It does nothing but cause allergies. Get this filter up out of the way. Or heater. Blood parrot's getting all spicy, thinking I'm gonna go after her eggs. Gotta untangle my air hose from these pothos, man. Jody P sent me some Spiral Valve, and it's doing it real good. Growing like crazy, it's doing well. I'm just happy about that. I just get my fingernail up under the airline. Pops it right off these sponge filters. This one's pretty nasty. Let me show you. Losing it. Look at that. Time for a cleaning on that. I'm outside right now with the door closed. Give me a test, guys. Let me know if you can still hear me while I'm out here. I'm curious about that. If you don't mind too much. A little cold today. I like it cooler. I don't like the heat myself. Actually, when I'm doing my sponge filters, I like to give the air stones a little bit of a blast. Clean them off too. Sponge filters are so easy to clean. Got a lot of mulm in this tank. I don't fuss about it too much. There's that one. We're going to leave this one nasty for Tara. One thing that sucks about shrimp tanks is even when you're pulling duckweed out or water sprite into sponge filters, there's always going to be a dang shrimp on it no matter how much you shake it. It seems like they still get back on there. These ones are decent. I'm not going to mess with them. They're fairly new sponge filters. These ones are okay. I guess I didn't have as much sponge filter cleaning as I thought I did. We're going to get this one over here. Did I lose chat or something? You guys still there? Chase them around. This one needs a good cleaning right here. Now that the pleco's out of this 125, I'll be able to give it a good cleaning. Better grab my bucket. Yes, I enjoy my holidays. I always extend them throughout the year. So I had Friday off, and then on Saturday, Sunday, and today. I'm not one to take massive vacations. Like take a whole week off or anything like that. I always just extend my vacation time throughout the year, extend my holidays. I'm trying to get these snails off of this because I like my snails. Good tank cleaners. The guy does not want to come off of there. I think it's coming down time where I've got to do some canister filter maintenance possibly. We'll see. There's dang snails on here, dude. They won't come on. Get out of there. Move that around, get up a little closer here. Yeah, I'm loving that big old tank. I'll tell you what, these sponge filters can be deceiving too. They look worse than they actually are. I gotta push back all these potho plants before I slide my lid back. Keep them up there. Oh, come on, baby. I got custom made glass lids on this 125. Fit perfect. Now, these Mabunas, I got a sponge filter back here. They've like buried. I have to get that up out of there. Well, I'd like to get this one here. Up out of here. Oops. Man, this one is not cooperating. There we go. Let me know if you guys can still hear me okay. Audio check, audio check. I'll sit. This will be my last one here, and I'm gonna sit down and chat with you guys a little bit. That Gemco pump's doing real good. Still live, still live. I don't have anybody on chat. Where'd you guys go? You still here? I just need to know if my chat's working. Who do I got? It says 13. Who's in here? Audio working? Is this thing working? Well, what did we clean? Several sponge filters. Some of them not near as bad as they looked. Gave you a little fish room update. So this was just a quick hour vertical live. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching, chatting with me there. I don't know if I lost chat or something or you guys are just busy, but either way, appreciate you guys. We'll see you next Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern on the normal Hour Power live stream. I hope you have a fun, safe, happy Labor Day. Don't eat too much. We'll see you in the field.